Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Rowi. I was born and grew up in Banjarmasin, my first hometown. Since 1995, I'm being government employer in Tabalong Agency, my second hometown. The famous thing in my hometown Banjarmasin are there is a floating market Lok Baintan, the famous in Indonesia. If you wanna visit it with your family, you could rent a ship around 400,000 rupiahs. And if you have lucky, you could see Bekantan nearby Lok Baintan. There are many handicrafts like kain sasirangan and jewelry like diamond, and in my second hometown Tabalong, there are many waterfalls, Yamesi, Lano, Mambanin, and so on. You could try to eat the famous food, paliat and bingka cake. And now in Tabalong, durian season, it's very delicious taste. Would you try to eat durians from Tabalong? Let's visit Tabalong. The advantage of living in Banjarmasin and Tabalong, you could find friendly neighbors. You could see big river like Barito River, Martapura River, and Tabalong River. The problem in my hometown, I think, as many cities in Indonesia. For example, traffic jam, flooding water, waste and slum area, and pollution about air, sky, and land, water. And I think that's enough for information about my hometown. And now I wanna read reading practice part 3. There are 10 mini parts. Banks. I'm not the world's biggest fan of banks. I've had too many bad experiences of them. I really don't know how they can advertise and say they look after you. They don't. Bank charges are way too high. You spend ages waiting to be served, and then they say no if you want a loan. The bank I bank with makes dozens of mistakes with my account. The thing they're best at is making excuses. I'm not at all surprised so many banks did badly in the credit crisis. I hope they change. Bankers get far too much money. All they do is desk work. Banks need to focus a lot more on real customer service. At the moment, banks only offer an excuse for customer service. They don't even offer you a drink when you sit down and open an account. Business. Business isn't so good at the moment. In fact, it's the worst time for businesses for decades. Many businesses are going bust because of the global financial crisis. Even sound businesses like the car industry and electronics are going through a really bad time. Many small businesses have gone out of business. It's a real shame because so many lives are being run With a lot of businesses, it's a real fight for survival. I really respect people for trying to make a go of their business. I don't have much business sense. I wouldn't know where to start in opening my own business. I suppose the best thing would be to look at business startups on the internet. An online business might be good. There seems to be less risk. Busy. Are you busy? Do you lead a busy life? It seems we get busier and busier in our lives. I hate being busy. I'd much rather have nothing to do. Being busy makes me stressed and I end up making mistakes or forgetting something. Who's the busiest person you know? I bet he or she is really stressed. The busy people I know are always looking ahead to their next holiday. And then in their holiday, they are busy doing other things. I think we busy ourselves with too many things. We need to learn to relax and take things slowly. Even at work, even at work, we have to look busy. Even if we are not, when the boss comes, we tell our friends, look busy. That's silly. It would be great if the word busy disappeared from the English language. Calories. Do you ever think about or worry about the number of calories you eat and drink every day? It's not really something I thought about when I was younger, but now I have to think about my calorie intake. I'm putting on weight and she need to be more careful with what I eat. This is difficult because all of the yummiest food has the most calories. I found an answer to this problem. If I do lots of exercise, I can eat what I want and not have to worry about calories. I burn off 500 calories when I jog for an hour. This means I can have a pizza and not feel guilty. I wish there was more information about calories in restaurants. It would make it easier for me to know what to eat and what to avoid. Carbon footprint. We have to do something about pollution. Even though there are warnings about global warming, companies don't do anything to reduce pollution. Our sky, air, rivers, beaches, and rubbish dumps. The air is so polluted, it is giving children breathing problems. Polluted rivers have no fish left in them, and beaches are too dangerous to walk on because of the garbage everywhere. It seems a lot of people don't care. I think there should be big fines for polluters. I don't mind paying more for things if they can be made with less pollution. The problem is that companies are more interested in profits than pollution. We have only just started looking at our carbon footprint. Careers. Choosing a career is one of the biggest decisions we make in life. It used to be what we choose only one career. People, people would start a job when they were 18, 19 or 20 and stay in that same career for life. Their career path was quite straightforward. Nowadays, it is normal for people to change careers 5, 6, 7 times. New technology and globalization means things change quickly. We need to study and keep up with all the changes. I've had 4 different careers now. I, I like moving from one job to another. It means life never gets boring. It's much better to keep learning different things in different careers. I have no idea what career I'll choose next. Perhaps one that doesn't even exist today. Cars. Are you into cars? My brother is. He's car crazy. He buys car magazines, watches car programs on TV, and spends hours looking at car websites. He knows the name, maker, engine size, and top speed of every car on the planet. Every time we go out, he talks non-stop about the cars he sees. I like cars. They are interesting. If I had a lot of money, I'd like to buy a sport car. I'm saving up for a small car at the moment. I'll probably buy a hybrid car that is good for the environment. My brother thinks those are boring. He says a car should be powerful and fast. I don't agree. I think cars should get you from A to B and be big enough for me and my friends. I also prefer smaller cars because they are easier to park. Cats. I love cats because they are independent. They help us relax by letting us pet them. You can play with them too, making them kiss a piece of string or a beam of light is very funny indeed. But a drawback of having a cat is that they can be too talkative. My cat always meows when she wants to eat, and she tries to make us give her our food when, our, when we are eating, especially when we are having fish food for dinner. Sorry, especially when we are having fish for dinner. On the owning a cat has its advantages. For example, they catch mouse and other small animals. For cats, catching and giving small animals to their owners is a sign of generosity. Sorry, for cats, catching and giving small animals to their owners is a sign of generosity. Sometimes my cat brings animals who are not dead into the house. I really don't like it when she does too. When she does that. Chicken. Chickens are so important to many of us because they are a major part of our diet. Every country has so many chicken dishes, and eggs are one of the most common foods around. Chickens are also cute. Well, chickens aren't, but chicks are cute. Fluffy chicks that make everyone go ah. It's strange too that the word chicken is used in so many English idioms. When I couldn't chicken out to not do something because of being scared. Things are different today. I'm no spring chicken. That means I'm no longer young. So no one calls me a chicken anymore. I work now as a teacher. I get chicken fed, low wages, but I like my job. I plan to retire before I'm 50, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they're hatched. This means I won't quit working until I have enough money. Children are angels. Most of the time, this is true. I'm very lucky because my two children really are the greatest angels. I think I won the children lottery with my kids. I could not have other sweeter little children. They have brought me endless amounts of joy since the second they were born. Everything they do fascinates me. Everything they say makes me smile. Watching them grow up is my greatest pleasure. In a way, it's a little sad. I always want them to stay the age they're, they're at now. When they were 18 months, when they were 18 months old, I thought that was the cutest age. I thought that was the cutest age. I thought the same when they were 2 and then 3 and then 4. I guess however old they are, they're perfect. I wish all the children in the world were as happy as mine. That's all for me. Thank you.